This sword sat in a corner shop for 20 years and nobody wanted it. Everyone figured it was just a useless, rusty piece of junk. But I blew my entire savings to buy it on the spot. People around me laughed like I'd lost my mind. They called me the dumbest sucker alive. To think you'd buy a blade that snaps if you tap it. Forget killing monsters, it can't even cut air. I just smiled and let them talk. Because I'd awakened a mythic talent called All Things Ascend. It lets me upgrade the quality of any item once, and in theory, there's no upper limit. If my luck pops off, I can take a basic silver item and shoot it straight up to mythic tier. In my last life, I was one of the top 10 monsters in Dragon Country, known as the God of Slaughter. Until my girlfriend Liu Ruyan and my bro turned on me, teaming up with a bunch of powerhouses to set a perfect death trap. All that just to steal the supreme weapon in my hand, the Reverse Dao Divine Sword. I got it soloing into the Death Cavern, killing a top-tier god beast all by myself. They say that sword breaks rules and even rebuilds your body. Lying there half dead, my regret and hatred almost swallowed me whole. If I get to live again someday, I'll rip every last one of you to pieces. When I opened my eyes again, I realized I was back at 18 on Awakening Day. On my right index finger sat a pitch-black old ring. The ancient runes on it were dim, but still gave off a heavy pressure. So the artifact really did rewind time for me. I forced my thoughts down and grabbed this second chance. This time I'm rewriting every regret. I'll personally take out Zhang Tang and Liu Ruyan, that cheating pair. Warning, hosts killing intent spiking. Threshold for job change reached. Binding strongest war god transfer system. Binding complete, first time lottery granted. Use it now? A huge spinning wheel suddenly pops up in my mind. Row after row of rewards cover it, easily in the hundreds of thousands. I give the command. The pointer spins like crazy, then locks onto a shining golden slot. Congrats, host, you've obtained mythic talent All Things Ascend. It can upgrade any loot you get from dungeons by one whole tier. Each item can only ascend or be indirectly ascended once. Reading that, my mind is blown. A mythic talent like this that upgrades anything I touch? That's completely broken. I close my eyes to focus. A personal status screen pops up in my head. Name, Su Ming. Class, not awakened. Talent, all things ascend. Gold skill, God Slayer / legendary. Gold skill, return to origin, spirit step, legendary. Hidden passive, perfect concealment, legendary. Gold skill, Eye of Insight, legendary. Seeing that list is like getting a lightning bolt straight to the head. My calm heart suddenly turns into a raging sea. Part of my old skills actually came back with me. Right then, a clear, pretty voice calls out behind me. Hey Su Ming, what class do you think you'll awaken as? I turn around, and my eyes freeze for a second. A slim girl in white, with a perfect face and figure, is standing there. She smiles softly, tilts her head a little, exactly like the girl in my memories. Her eyes are bright like they hold light. It's my deskmate, Ji Yao. My gaze instantly softens. The scene from my last moments is still crystal clear. When those attacks rained down like a storm, only Ji Yao stepped in front of me without a second thought. Only then did I understand. The one who truly loved me all along was her. She was even willing to die for me, without complaint. Seeing her again now, 1,000 thoughts hit me at once. I want to say so much, but don't know where to start. Noticing how hard I'm staring, her cheeks turn a little red. Why are you staring at me like that? She's liked me for a while. Dropped hints more than once, but I only had eyes for Liu Ruyan, the campus goddess, and pretended not to notice Ji Yao at all. You blockhead. So now you finally realize I'm cute? Too late. She plants her hands on her hips, teasing me with a big grin. In the sunlight, her whole face seems to glow. She doesn't expect what I do next. I suddenly step forward and pull her into a tight hug. She goes completely stiff in my arms. Ji Yao just stands there frozen. Her legs tremble, and her ears go bright red. She almost loses her balance. Whoa, what are you doing all of a sudden? I let her go, a rare, relaxed smile on my face. My awakening is going to scare a lot of people. With that, I turn away. There's so much I want to say, but for now I swallow it. Her face is burning hot, and she ducks her head, sneaking glances at my back. Her heart just won't calm down. Next, Zhang Tang, hidden battle class, Warhammer Berserker. Innate aptitude, 8 stars. As soon as the teacher announces it, the stands erupt. Damn, we already got an 8-star genius this year? It's not just the students. Even the school leaders up front look pleasantly surprised. Great, that's a hell of a start. I glance at Zhang Tang on stage, eyes turning colder. His awakening is exactly the same as in my last life. On top of that, the Zhang clan is one of the strongest families in Dragon Country. They poured insane amounts of resources into him to push him to the top. And of course, I helped him a ton back then too. This time around, I'm cutting him off right at the start. He's not getting another free ride. Soon, it's Ji Yao's turn to awaken. She runs up onto the platform, placing her hands on the awakening stone. A faint gray mist rises up, slowly forming an ancient scythe. The blade is covered in eerie old runes. Hidden battle class Necromancer. Innate aptitude, 7 stars. The whole place goes loud again. Nobody expected this gentle-looking girl to awaken such a dark and violent class. Then finally my name is called. I step up onto the platform, take a deep breath, and press my hand to the stone. In the next moment, the air explodes. A wave of power unlike anything before surges out. The crowd just freezes. Teachers and students alike are stunned. Even the dozen school leaders on stage can't keep calm. This kind of aura. Could this be a 9-star or higher monster? I'm just as confused. My original class should have been assassin. But this kind of commotion? No regular assassin causes that. Right then, the system answers me. New class successfully bound for host. Terrifying sword intent gathers over the stone like a storm. It almost forms a real longsword. Where the 3-foot blade points, space itself seems to twist. Sword cries echo across the whole sky. Awakening complete. Mythic class, Sword God. For a second, even I go blank. This is a full tier above Legendary. A true Mythic class. Nobody in history awakened straight into Mythic, right? I'm probably the first freak ever. I immediately trigger my passive Perfect Concealment and mask Sword God as the similar-sounding Swordmaster. It's the top disguise skill from my Godslayer days. Even the Awakening Stone can't see through it. I absolutely cannot reveal my real class. Otherwise, I'll be drowning in trouble and greed. I know exactly how carrying a treasure ends for nobodies. Soon the vision in the sky calms down, and a blade of pure energy hangs above us. Everyone stares up at the giant, immortal-looking sword in silence. For a long moment, the entire school holds its breath. The awakening teacher finally forces the words out. Su Ming, innate aptitude, 10 stars. The crowd goes absolutely insane. It's like a bomb went off. 10 stars? What kind of monster is that? I thought Zhang Tang's 8-star Warhammer was already busted as hell. Now we've got a full 10-star freak? The teacher then calls out my class. Hidden class, Swordmaster. The field goes quiet again for a beat, then explodes even louder. Dude, I thought it was just a normal swordsman. I almost had a heart attack. Swordmaster, huh? Okay. I really thought we were screwed for a second. At least Swordmaster tones down that 10-star insanity a bit. It's rare, yeah, but early game, it's honestly weak. Students all around me sigh. Swordmaster looks like Swordsman's cousin, but they're very different. Swordsman is pure melee. Swordmaster fights both near and far. A hybrid physical magic hidden class. Its biggest flaw is being super weak early. Hybrid builds need way more stat points than normal. So a Swordmaster starts out way weaker than a regular swordsman. Hearing all this, I stay calm. Compared to exposing Sword God, this tiny misunderstanding is nothing. I'm not looking to die early just to show off. Up on the leader's platform, things are even crazier. My god, hidden class and 10-star aptitude together? Across the entire Mystic world. We might not see one kid like this in decades. Sure, Swordmaster is trash early, but late game it's insane. It just burns resources like crazy. You have to drown him in gear and pills to raise him right. Director Zheng, get a chi washing pill from the warehouse. I'll give it to this student personally. The principal speaks with a serious face, making the decision on the spot. As I step off the stage, I see Zhang Tang and Liu Ruyan staring at me in shock. Zhang Tang's fist clenched tight, his face dark enough to drip ink. He's the Zhang family's eldest son. Sure, he'd be the one dominating the school,